Hello everybody, welcome to Indie Voice. Today we're talking about Mighty Gunvolt Burst, and that is available for the Nintendo Switch and the 3DS. So this is the better predecessor of Mighty Number 9. Now, I know, Mighty Number 9 was terrible. It sucked. It was something that should have been betterly prepared and should have been betterly made. And Concept should have probably taken the time to make it, but in their situation that they were in, I can understand why the game did not turn out as well as they thought. But this one is supposed to be the better predecessor of it, followed by the fact that Beck should definitely be created in the 2D world. As you see, he works pretty well in this world, and it's a little bit more exciting. So I'm going to be telling you about this game. I will be explaining some things, the features, the gameplay, and my final thoughts and a verdict about this. Hopefully you'll like this game, and hopefully you'll add this game to your Nintendo Switch console and your 3DS console also. Let's talk about the story. So the main story focuses on the two main characters, which are Beck and Azure Mighty Gunvolt. I'm pretty sure this is a shorter way to say it, but I think that was probably the Azure Striker. Okay, so, but anyway, between these two, after their battles with their main bosses and everything else like that, they have now been sent into a strange world, a virtual world, by an unknown power. Confused, basically, Gunvolt finds his way through an unfamiliar setting, finally coming across a shadowy-like figure, which is Beck, mighty member of the super robot fighting team. Same thing with Beck, he gets to meet the other version, or the evil version, air quotes, of Azure Striker, which now they are in a participant of the Super Mighty Battle Showdown, which is basically a fight between all of them. And in this story, they basically are going through all of Beck's enemies. So Azure Gunvolt's enemies are not in this. It's just all about Beck's enemies and the virtual world that they're in, followed by who is this person that has this unknown power, which has brought them here under their, without them knowing. So far, I really like the story. It's pretty well thought out, and I am glad they put this in the 2D instead of saying, let's make this into 3D. Now, the next thing I'm going to bring up is the gameplay. Now, the gameplay allows you to play two different play styles. There's the Azure Gunvolt, which is basically pistol, spam, shoot, everything, while Beck, he has the slower gun that mostly every Mega Man character normally gets. Now, in this game, Azure Gunvolt has all of his powers from the Azure Gunvolt standalone series, which is the whole little overpower, as you see right there, the colored flame, and the fairy, and everything else like that. Now, there is a very important feature about this game, which is bringing the reason why I wanted to talk about this today. Now, moving on to Beck. Now, Beck has the usual powers. If you've played Mighty Number 9, you can basically automatically expect what powers and abilities he will gain throughout this, since this is all his same enemies, not Azure Gunvolt's, which is kind of upsetting because you thought you'd be able to fight his too, but I'm guessing since they're all dead. Yeah. So as you see here in this fight between Beck here and one of his brothers or teammates, the evil teammates, you see that his ammo and weaponry is a lot different and it's a lot faster. I'm going to basically explain that in the next couple of seconds about in the features area about why this is so important and why is this feature making this game pretty much a good seller in the Nintendo Switch area. And basically, it's going to be pretty awesome. So, here it comes. So, here's the features area. Now, the feature area, this is the reason why this game has been catching my attention, is the fact that they added customization to this game. So, now, instead of Beck having his usual, my shoot fire gun that just shoots like lemons every 2 seconds, or Azure Gunvolt with the same kind of thing, you can now customize your weapons. So your weapons can be changed from single fire to multi-fire to curving the bullets to curving speed to shooting speed, fast, average. You can make the bullets big, medium, large. You can make them fire, wind, electric, all that stuff. There is many ways you can change their ammo. As you see right here, the ammo can be curved up or it can be curved across. There are many ways you can do this game. There are a lot of customization features. You just have to unlock them. They basically unlocked every time you beat a boss, of course. Same thing with the whole speed, trajectory, You can make this thing shoot 0.2 seconds, but it will not go that far. It's probably just going to be like these 2 squares or pixel squares like in front of you. So that's, and then you got the usual time, speed, speed runs, all those type of modes that usually come with Mega Man games. But the customization is the most important thing because that has not been done lately for a Mega Man type game, especially for Beck. So my final thoughts about this game. I like this game. I like the 2D aspect better than the 3D aspect for the Mega Man series. I mean, that's how we've all known about it. Same thing with Battle Network, same thing with Star Force, same thing with the Mega Man 8 X. Okay, I'm not going to count X Command Mission because X Command Mission was pretty good, a pretty good game. So I'm just adding the ones that were all like the pixelated versions, and those were amazingly well done. This one is the better predecessor of Mighty Number 9, while Beck should have been created in the 2D fashion instead of the 3D fashion, which had a whole bunch of issues, and I don't want to go that far back into whatever issues they had with creating this game, but I mean the Mighty Number 9 game. But this game definitely is worth the Nintendo Switch to get this. This game is surprisingly not that expensive. It is, well, it'll show you at the end of the game how much it is, but check it out. You should probably definitely take a look or put some money into this. So I gave this game a good rating of a 7.5 out of 10. I gave it that score because it's definitely way better than what Mighty Number 9 is, and Mighty Number 9 for me only got about a rating of a 3 for the fact that it was still like, you know, Kenji Infinite's work, and I definitely honor and respect him. But thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.